Linwood here from noblemanagement.pro, and if I were going back to school today or within the next 6 months, here are 3 things that I would look for in a school. Let's get into it. I want to take a minute and send a big thank you to Funds V for sponsoring this video today. One of the biggest challenges in international education is making sure institutions have accurate, reliable information when making important decisions about the student and the impact of students. Funds V is helping bring more trust and transparency to the admissions process by improving how financial information is verified, helping institutions make better decisions, and supporting better outcomes for students. In education, trust matters. Better data leads to better decisions. Learn more about Funds V at fundsv.com. Go check them out. Back to the video. Welcome back to the channel. And today we are going to be talking about 3 things to look out for if I were to be going back to school. So if I were to be going back to school, in other words, what 3 things would I look at? The first thing is BLS.gov. BLS.gov stands for Bureau and Labor and Statistics, and I'll put all these links down in the comments. But it's called Bureau of Labor and Statistics.gov, and it's an employment and unemployment rate labor website. So basically, what you do is you go into the search engine, you put in your career field that you want to get into, and it gives you all these employment rates, unemployment rates. It will give you all different labor force participation, employment levels, demographic breakdowns, occupational data, what jobs exist, how many people work in them, typical education requirements, median pay, projected job growth, wage and salaries, national, state, and metropolitan wage information by occupation and industry. So this website I always recommend to all my students because it's just a great website. It's a third-party website. It has nothing to do with the school that you're going to. It has nothing to do with any kind of outcome from the school. But you want to make sure that whatever industry or whatever career field you're getting into, you're going to get the most out of it when you graduate. Number 2, IPEDS. IPEDS is one of those sites that if you mention this to a college administrator, they'll most likely get flustered, have an anxiety attack, and pass out. IPEDS stands for Integrated Post-Secondary Education Data System, and it is the U.S. Department of Education's primary data system for information about colleges, universities, and other post-secondary institutions. It has numbers like enrollment numbers, admissions numbers, graduation and retention numbers, degrees and programs, tuition and costs, financial aid, institutional finances like different kinds of financial revenue, default rates. And default rate is basically any kind of student that took out a loan, what was the rate of default on that loan if they can't get into the field and can't work in their field because the school wasn't enough or the actual outcome of the school wasn't enough. So that's IPEDS. IPEDS is a great website, and it has all the institutional data, all the institutional characteristics like degree types and levels, graduation rates and outcomes, but it gives you everything on one site. So again, I'll put this site down in the comments, but you go to IPEDS, the Integrated Post-Secondary Education Data System. You'll see search colleges, you put in your college, and you'll get to pick down through all the different numbers that they have to report. And every college has to report them. It's a great website. Go check it out. Number 3 is the Accreditor website. So if I'm choosing a school like, say, University of Phoenix, or if I'm choosing any other school that is accredited, I would go on and find out what accreditation they have. So if they have asset like ACCET, or if they are SACS accredited, regional program, whatever you want to call them these days, but if they're accredited or not. So you would go to the Accreditor website like ACCET, and then you can look up public information about the school. That's all public information, whether they're on the current status, like whether they're on probation or warning, whether they have different violations, when the accreditation was initially issued, when it was, if it's current, what's going on with it, any kind of public notice if they have a warning. It's a really great website. So do your due diligence. Go to those 3 websites, bls.gov, IPEDS, and the Accreditor's website. And I would do this before you even call an admissions counselor or admissions representative or whatever you want to call them. Because they're going to be fast talking. They're going to try to get you in as soon as possible. They're going to follow up with you. They're going to hunt you down until you make a decision. So it's always better to be informed, of course. Go to these 3 websites. Check it out. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments. I'll answer any questions that you guys have. Or you can go to my website, noblemanagement.pro. Check out my website there. I will answer any questions from that as well. You can contact me through there. You can buy my book. It's called The Human Side of Accreditation. It's available on Amazon and through my website, noblemanagement.pro. But like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. Like, share, subscribe to this video, of course. And I'll see you on the next video. But remember, stay compliant.